Hey guys, Kevin Downey from Kevin M. Downey. Thanks so much for taking the time today. Really appreciate it. In this video, we're going to continue our series of videos on AI for business. And this one I'll keep really short. We're going to talk about AI as a thought partner. And it's a phrase that I got in my early research on AI because, again, I was a complete non-believer as of about a year ago. And I dug in over a 2 to 3 week span, dug in and started playing around with Anthropic's Claude and became a believer literally almost overnight. Once you dig in and you understand how to use it, especially as a thought partner, and again, I got that from some research that I did as a phrase, I think it's the most accurate way to describe what AI ultimately is, right? There's a lot of use case in it as a calculator and a research assistant and all kinds of things like that, right? And it can program coding. It's endless, right? It can do so many different things. It's again, almost endless. But at a high level, the way I think about it is as a thought partner. I think that's one of the most accurate descriptions. So I asked Claude itself, I said, hey, would you consider AI or yourself a thought partner? And so here is the response from Claude. That's the most accurate framing I've heard for how it actually functions in practice, and it maps out directly to how you use it. It's referring to me. A thought partner implies someone who doesn't just execute tasks, but engages with your reasoning, pushes back, offers angles you hadn't considered, and helps you refine your thinking through dialogue. That's fundamentally different from a tool you point at a problem and wait for output, which would be traditional software, right? The honest nuance. I'm a functional thought partner, not a conscious one. I don't have stakes in your outcomes. I don't carry context between conversations the way a human being advisor would naturally, and I'm not generating ideas from lived experience. I'm generating them from pattern recognition across an enormous knowledge base, but the effect on your thinking process, the back and forth refinement, the stress testing of ideas, the reframing, that's exactly collaborative way, or that's genuinely collaborative in a way that tool or software doesn't capture. Where it gets interesting, and this connects to your multiplier thesis, the quality of that thought partnership is directly proportional to what the person brings it. Someone who can evaluate my output, redirect me where I'm off, and ask the next right question gets an exponentially better experience than someone who takes the first response at face value. That's very important. We cover that in general AI training that we do with clients, with their staff in particular. If they're not familiar with AI and they engage with it a lot, we go into that part a lot, how prompt engineering and how to engage with AI and go back and forth with it, right? The AI doesn't change. The human's capacity to drive the collaboration is the variable. So yes, thought partner is the right label. It's just a thought partner whose value is almost entirely determined by the other person in the conversation. So in other words, the more you give it, the more you're going to get out of it. It's very important to understand that in the way that AI can be of such value. And I talk about owners with this in particular and leaders in companies, and when they use it beyond the things that you would build for your staff to use AI, when we think of executive teams and we think of owners, really utilizing it as a thought partner, and certainly, anybody in a company all the way down the front line can use it that way, but it really lends itself towards the upper echelon of the company using it that way on a day-to-day basis in business, right? So hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions, you want to jump on a call, talk about our AI quarterback program. We want to do general AI training for you or your team, or we want to look at doing custom build out, right, project that we have to do where we're doing a complete custom build out implementation and training for you. We can do all that. Reach out to us, kevinmdowney.com. Schedule a call. Buttons in the upper right-hand corner. Let's talk about your needs and see if we can help you. And best of luck in business in 26, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.